You're good to go.
All right. Welcome, everybody. Um, all right, let's see here. Instructor Valar to all cadets. Please meet me outside of the engineering building at 0700. This is a mandatory meeting.
Just a question. What time roughly is this during the day? Is this in the morning or after?
0700.
Okay. You might have mentioned I just doing stuff with the roll 20, so I might have not heard it. All right, 0700. That's about time everyone kind of wakes up. So Heinz is gonna continue to lie in bed and wait for everyone else to get up first.
Soth is going to have, presumably will have received that communique before we went to sleep, or there's going to be a lot of missed missed events. But he'll have set his alarm appropriately early. He'll be up. He'll be enthusiastic and ready to go. And assuming it's going to be the hike that was sort of delayed from the wolf attack, his pack is still more or less set for all of that. He would check in briefly on Snowpaw just to make sure that they're okay from having had their limbs disabled. But once that was clear, he'd be keen to wolf down some breakfast and then get to the 7 o'clock.
Awesome.
I'll be there. He'll be looking over the geographic surveys of the planet, of the terrain anyway, because he wants to compare as he goes through the hike.
No, Krav would Krav would probably be finished doing like morning exercises, I guess, and would probably would head over there after that.
DJ will be at the science lab, grabbing some science boxes to make sure to transport plants if we need to.
Good.
And where did you say you wanted everyone to form up at? Or did you not?
Yeah, that was kind of like you said that. Like I would put it to their comm boxes or whatever, and they would know like where to meet me at. Oh, the engineering building. That's what I said.
Oh, okay. So just north of the engineering building. Okay. I just want to know where I'm taking them on the roll 20. Thanks.
And Drava would be super excited because he has a agricultural. He grew up on a farm on Bajor, so even though he's into engineering, this is something he's really interested in. So he's up and at him early.
Awesome. Do you guys all decide to go get a little bit of breakfast before meeting up with Instructor Valar?
Yep.
Yeah.
So long as it's available, Soth knows that in theory we could all meet at 7 o'clock, and then he goes, right, okay, no time for anything pausing. Go do this immediately, and everybody misses the opportunity to have breakfast.
All right.
I think Heinz is probably going to be one of the first ones there because he doesn't eat breakfast. He's going to basically go to the location and just kind of wait.
Krav will notice. Wait, is the new Bajoran? Are they new? A new person?
Yep.
Okay. Krava will probably sit next to them and ask them. Where are you from?
So I'm from Bajor, and I sort of got into Starfleet. I was at the tail end of the occupation when Starfleet started sort of kind of helping out the Bajorans. I was mentored by a Starfleet officer, and that piqued my interest, especially with the new tech coming to Bajor. We were able to rebuild instead of years; it took months. So after that, I kind of fell in love with Starfleet and really wanted to give it a try, even though my family wanted me to stay
Oh,
with them.
okay.
And
She'll look get you to the show. Yeah, my parents are from Prophet's Landing, which is basically like near the Kardashian border. She also looks Bajoran, but she also has pointy ears. So she's something else as well.
well, it's great to meet you.
Yeah.
Prophet smile on us.
She'll not in. Yeah. That's about it. Anybody else in the mess hall?
Technically soft, but he will be sitting some distance away and trying not to make eye contact. He's just going shoveling
Sure.
down food.
Cravo will look over at him and wave and try and bring him over. Try and like, come over. And she'll anybody else in the mess hall as well.
DJ. He would deliberately walk over and sit right next to the new person.
Cravo also asks, what are you studying?
Engineering.
Oh, I do that as a minor. I'm majoring in security. And she'll she'll kind of look over to a DJ, and she'll like try and prompt DJ to say something.
DJ will say, I'm taking a major in science, a minor in engineering and medicine. Because I like to learn things in them two or three categories. Yeah, I was born on a starship. Hello?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Also, she's DJ's got a cool brain as well. We saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's made out of rocks. Also, wait a minute. What does DJ look like again?
Wayne the Rock Johnson. Yeah. He goes, behind this steel head is a precious gem. It's encased with my mind, my very essence, and then I can just automatically, the gem works in a way that I can move the whole android. I don't need anything, any help.
Just then, the loudspeaker announces that it is 0649. It is 0649. Prepare to go to your destinations.
Oh, we've got 10 minutes to get to our destination. 11 minutes to get to our destination.
Cravo will finish eating as quickly as possible and get ready to go over there.
Soft's much the same. Ram as much as possible into his into his mouth, and then go.
Now they'll still stare at the the layouts and grab a tricorder.
As you go to the destination, you see Lieutenant Villar listening to some music on her datapad, and it's this. I see skies of blue, red roses too. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Ah, cadets. It is agreeable to see you all today. It is my duty to inform you that today we will be going on an exploratory survey mission to catalog flora and fauna. We will be gone for 2 days. Our mission also includes building a relay sensor station to keep close eye on the active volcano. Everyone here will be issued a survival pack complete with climbing gear, sensor construction parts, 3 days of rations, and bedding. Instructor Glav will issue stun phasers. Cadet Tully, you must stay here and assist in the construction of the holodeck. You are dismissed. You also, I'm sorry, you have to be ready by 0830.
Oh, so they're not leaving right now?
No, not yet. They have to get their gear and everything.
What's the rally point at 0830?
It's the engineering building.
Again,
and
okay.
leave through there.
DJ goes and gets his stuff. Goes back to
Assuming we're dismissed.
yeah.
I did say dismissed.
Okay, I thought you were talking specifically to that one cadet. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, Heinz will probably. Is there any empaths here or anyone that's specifically decent at psychology? We need to find some more medical cadets because we've lost most of ours. If anyone's paying any attention, you'll notice that Heinz is a bit more down than normal, like kind of sad, and more reserved and away from everybody else. But he still puts on a brave face and goes and kind of stays away from everybody and heads towards the barracks to get his stuff.
Tyler keeps looking at the pad, looking over the survey of the area, and gets his stuff as well.
DJ just goes and gets his stuff, and he goes, Haynes, why are you so down? You need somebody to talk to?
He sighs. For the 37th time this week, it's Heinz, not Haynes, DJ. Anyway, no, I'm fine. I'm just a little bummed that Velik was transferred over to the other unit. I'll be fine. It's fine. And he kind of goes back to what he was doing.
I'm always happy to, I may be doing a lot of stuff, but I'm always happy to listen to people.
I appreciate it, but again, I'll be fine. Thank you. And he kind of shuffles back, kind of keeps his back to you, kind of pointedly.
He goes and meets at the. He makes sure to go and put his PE gear on, so it's not, or at least gear on that is Starfleet issued. Gear that isn't going to get ruined.
Basically, your outdoor gear.
Yeah.
Question for the GM: how much space is there in the packs left over once the issued equipment has been put into them?
Well, that's a good question, and I think because we're bringing construction parts, some of it will have to be manually held. if that makes sense. I mean, there's going to be a little bit of room, but like probably not enough for a box, say, 3 feet or 2 feet. I mean,
Okay, that's plenty of room for what I was thinking. What Soth will do is he'll go over to a replicator or a station that issues the appropriate kit, and he'll check what the local weather patterns are going to be like across the hike period. B, actually no, I'll let you answer A first before I go on to B.
so the weather patterns are going to be mild through the journey through the forest, but as soon as you reach the top, it's going to be pretty dry, arid, desert-like.
Okay. Okay. In that case, he'll make sure to have a little bit of extra water because that's going to be useful, and a very thin, because you never know when it's going to rain or blow like anything. A very thin, non-insulating, like plastic poncho style idea that can protect against water and wind, and that can just be rolled up into a really tiny little thing just hung off the back of the pack, which will be useful. And then he will replicate a series more of those scent maskers and baits, which, when everybody is together, he will hand them out to all the members of the team because it saved lives last time.
Good.
When Heinz takes his from you, he kind of just mutters thanks and then goes and puts it in his pack and keeps his face away from you.
Not a problem, Heinz.
Crava might, if we don't have a knife, I'm gonna say Crava's gonna take a knife with her as well.
Starfleet issue blade.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say everyone has like a multi-tool, like a Gerber for
Yes.
military-minded people.
Now, Sneakers, taking a lead from Sorel's excellent example last time, he'll make sure he's got his Ushantor on him somewhere. Again, that saves Sorel's life.
That also might be helpful when climbing mountains or trees.
Hey.
Oh yeah. So, are you guys making your way to the destination?
Yep.
Meet-up point?
Yep, I think more than likely, like I said before, Heinz is probably going to leave way earlier than everyone, probably like 8, even though it takes like 5 minutes to get there, and just spend the next 25 minutes either standing before Talar and Instructor Glav, or if they're not there, just reading and sitting down.
Talar is there. Is Glav there? He may be AFK.
Maybe. But yeah, either way, if there's an instructor there, he's going to be standing at attention.
Sorry, I'm getting used to the character name.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm here.
Ah, I see that we have the first cadet to arrive. Let Lieutenant Commander Glev give you a stun pistol.
Alright, I'm assuming you've been walked through the basics of stun pistol use.
Yes, sir. Instructor Dufresne was very adamant and persistent in his training.
Alright, don't shoot yourself. Here you go.
He takes it and immediately accidentally turns it around to face himself, and then turns it quickly back around and puts it in his pocket.
Right, alright. I hand, does somebody come in after him?
I assume so.
Crava will.
Alright.
Crava comes up.
I
Sir,
hand
he-
you...
Oh, I was
sorry.
gonna say, sir, I'm here to receive the standard issue stun pistol, sir.
Alright, here you go. Keep an eye on that one. I think somebody might get hurt.
Thank you, sir. And she'll examine it carefully, not putting it in her face, but she'll just examine it carefully and then just put it in her pocket.
DJ will be behind you and be like, "Hi." You wouldn't even know he snacked up. He
Cadet,
walked up.
I'd hand you a phaser and see how you handle it.
He just puts it in his pocket. It's like a normal thing.
Real quick, I just noticed that a lot of people have Type 2 phasers in their character sheet. Make sure you guys are, if you're a cadet, it's a Type 1 pretty much always, unless you're on like an actual mission.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I did change yours, Edgeford, just because yours was the first one I saw. So, but everyone else, if you have a Type 2, change it to Type 1.
I'll add it in.
Yeah, and if you don't have one at all, definitely add it because you might need it if a crazy badger creature chases you down the forest.
All right, I'm gonna need everybody to roll 1d100, please. And let me know what
6.
the answer is, please.
I got a
I
100, strangely enough.
have a 24.
You got a 24, you said?
Yeah, that's good, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
That's a
DJ
GM
got a
answer if I've
55.
ever heard one.
DJ got a 55.
All right, keep going.
82.
I got
Who's
a
next?
44.
75, looks like.
All right, the 25 or 24 was it? Who was that?
Xylo. Xylo.
You get tasked with having a holo camera, and I'm gonna put it in the chat.
Oh, cool.
That is cool.
I'm
I'm
not much of a
jealous.
photographer, but I'll do my best.
Strangely enough,
So,
it looks like a regular camera, but with something radioactive in it.
pretty much, it's a good prop, though. So, you will be tasked with cataloging all of the flora and fauna that you see. Hopefully, your senses are keen, because this is a task that we need to have. We need to surround ourselves in the holodeck with all of the things that we see, become familiar with them, and hopefully one day use them to our advantage.
Sir. This would be great. I want to take scans of the terrain anyway. This would be great.
All right. So, as we make our way into the forest, you begin to smell an arid smell of coffee, like really pungent, almost burning like. There is a trail to the east that heads towards the foothills of the mountain that we're going to climb. Do you continue along the path, or do you want to make your own path?
Soth will take out his new tricorder and do a scan of the immediate vicinity and particulates in the air, trying to work out what this burning coffee smell is and if it is in any way dangerous.
All right, I'm going to need you to give me a reason or insight/science check, please.
Of course. He'll explain his thinking to the rest of the group because he is terrible at this, but he'll at least give it a shot.
Can I assist with science? With a scan?
Yes.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
1.
Okay. That's right. There we go. 2.
Yep, and I got
That was
another
3.
success, so that's 3 total.
All right. That's what is it? 1 momentum, I think.
2 momentum
2
if
if it
it's
was difficulty
difficulty
1.
1.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, right. 2 momentum. Somebody please take hold of the momentum because I'm not going to be able to do it.
Yep, understandable. I think Edgeford's got it.
Awesome. What you guys see, what you find is a tree that appears to be growing fruit along the trunk. Would you like to scan the fruit or grab a piece of it? And I'm going to put
well-
the fruit in the chat real quick.
What were the results of the atmospheric scan?
It was just fruit, and that the aroma is coming from it. That's all you see.
Basically,
Right,
DJ would
Sorry,
DJ
Yes,
would
please, Mac.
DJ would scan it. Fruit.
I don't
Is he
think
sick?
I need to remind anyone that you shouldn't put strange things in your mouth.
He's gonna scan it. He's not putting it in his mouth.
Can I take a picture of it before you before we do anything with it?
He did an insight science, and it was he got 2.
So the scan reveals that it is a fruit. This fruit only has a small amount of fruit on it, but you can smell on the inside of the fruit that it holds a coffee-like seed. The continual scans reveal that the coffee-like seed is edible or drinkable, and it has no ill effects. It has natural caffeine in it.
Oh, people. He will
Sorrel would
take
be so happy if he heard that, but he's not here, so.
He would, because he's got the boxes with him. Can he put like a couple into the boxes?
Oh, wait. Would you mind? I just need to take a picture here real quick.
Yeah. He goes, yeah. Go ahead.
All right, so
Before I start picking.
all right, so I go to take a picture. Do I need to roll or do you...
No, that's automatic.
Okay. Thank you.
And
So he
starts
took
picking.
he took a hollow picture. Mac, you're about to try to pick it. Do you want to taste it, or do you want to just try to preserve its natural state?
He's going to preserve its natural state.
All right. Give me a reason, medicine, or science check.
Oh.
What
yeah,
was the result? Because I can't see the rules.
Yeah, he got a critical fail and he failed and a critical fail. So both
Okay.
zeros.
Right. So you instantly become really wired, like you just drank, I don't know, a whole pot of coffee, and it was like the darkest brew that you've ever drank before in your entire life. You are just spun out.
Yay!
I was gonna say, oh no, you don't know what you've done. You made Mac the caffeinated one.
He's running around. Yay! This is so cool. He's running around in a circle.
Lieutenant
you
Valar,
quite well.
Lieutenant Valar says, "Calm yourself. This is only a fruit. However, it bears caffeine. Now, please, do not be any louder, because we do not know the dangers that are ahead. Please refrain from your loudness. I appreciate it. Thank you."
What did I tell you about putting strange things in your mouth?
Instructor, might I?
DJ, he does that all the time. Heinz says.
In fact,
goes,
actually, Heinz, you might have some insight in this, which is that Dwight over here just became very, very excited at the contact with this caffeinated fruit and acted like a biological organism. How did this impact so strongly on a fundamentally android physiology? That is an interesting property that should be studied.
Are you asking Heinz or Johnson or someone else? Who are you?
Heinz, because Johnson is clearly beyond sense.
Heinz is just gonna say, "Well, I think whatever that gem, that thing in his head gives him more biological abilities, similar to like an emotion chip, but it's not a chip. It's like a literal crystal that has. I don't know. Johnson explained it to me one time, and I basically just pretended to understand. But I don't try to understand it anymore. He says.
Psychosomatic coffee high. Fascinating.
So as you guys are traveling, you come across a little rodent, and I will give it to you in just a second.
So he's gonna try and take it, try and preserve it again. On his coffee high.
Yes. Give me another reason and science check, please.
This time, I think Heinz is gonna assist if he succeeds.
I got 1, so I'm gonna spend that 1 momentum to re-roll.
Go ahead.
Because, yeah. Okay, I got 2. We got 3.
Yep, and I got an assist, so a total of 3.
Yep.
Awesome. So you guys gather up 2 of the fruit-like bearing seeds, and you put it into a stasis chamber.
We get, yeah.
So, as you guys are scanning the brush, you hear a sound, and the sound is a little rodent, and it's climbing about the tree that has the caffeine in it. Would you like to scan it, try to catch it, or what would you like to do?
Shoot it! No, I'm just kidding.
Zyla wants to take a picture of it.
Awesome. Try to take a picture and give me a insight and science check.
While he's doing that, Heinz turns to Johnson and points at the creature and says, "Wow, it looks remarkably like an Earth squirrel, except it's green."
Yes.
I got 1
Hey.
success.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have 1 success.
And 1 failure?
Yeah.
How bad is the failure? Is it like a 19 or 20?
No, it's a normal. It's not a critical failure.
Okay. So it's an effect, I guess?
No, effects
Oh, I
for
thought-
damage rolls. So it's just a regular
just-
roll. So it's just 1 success and that's it.
Yeah, it's not really a failure, just 1 success, more or less.
Okay, so you get a picture of it, but it came out just a little bit blurry.
Heinz turns to DJ and says, "You think you could catch it with your reflexes?"
He knows that he goes, he's still in that coffee high, so he'll be like, "Can I catch it? Can I catch it?"
At this point, Lieutenant Villar says, "Please do not injure the little rodent. It would be bad for this environment."
Unless we're gonna eat it.
Can I catch it?
If you
Proceed.
catch it, I might be able to get a better picture of it.
Maybe
we can get a better picture.
I want you to give me a fitness and security roll, please.
And both of them suck.
How
I'll
bad?
give you. It's a 9 altogether. Yes.
You can give me threat, or you can buy a die. I think you have one die worth.
I'm going to give you 3 threat.
Just one sec. Okay. Let me see. Hold on. You catch it, but it bites you.
Right.
The bite is non-effective. It only draws a little bit of blood. You're okay.
If you have blood, I don't even know if DJ has blood.
No.
Or
he
oil,
doesn't.
or whatever the fuck.
He has
He
some
just
oil.
draws oil from the thing, and then he starts patting it. He goes, "Do you want it? Is that better?"
Now you can try to take a picture of it.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
That's what
Okay.
his original intention is.
Can we re-roll for? If you want me, do you want me to re-roll for that?
Yeah, please.
Okay, sorry. Do we have any momentum?
We've got 4.
Give me. Well, can I borrow 1 dice? I'm not a science guy. I'm a navigator. Can I borrow 1?
Yeah, I'm fine with it.
I want to get a picture of this rodent here. Oh, I see. There, it's still blurry. Maybe the camera's busted. I'm not sure.
He looks at. He goes, "Did you get it?"
Yeah, more or less.
You probably got like half of its ass and DJ's like hand or something.
He goes,
Yes.
"Do you want me? Do you want Haynes to teach you through it?"
You want to take a shot? I can hand it. You want to try it? Can I, if somebody wants to hold it
Yes.
still, let me try again. Maybe they can help assist me with it.
Yes, please try to assist.
Haynes, you want to assist?
He looks over and says, first of all, it's Heinz. Second of all, sure, I'll assist. He walks over to Vilo and just like at first it looks like he's like trying to point to the buttons to use on the holographic camera. Then he just takes the camera from him and does it.
Oh yeah.
Let me
All right, give me a fitness and science or medicine.
Definitely gonna be science. All right. Ooh, I have 1 success and 1 critical fail.
I'm not
All
sure.
right. You manage to take a picture of its head, but as soon as that happens, it climbs on your head and jumps away into the brush.
Probably takes the camera back. Maybe I should hold this.
Yeah, maybe.
Can I check the camera to see maybe it isn't functioning properly and make some adjustments to it so that in case they want to take pictures in the future, they can without any issues?
Oh yeah, please. I mean, I'm cool with that. Hand it over.
That would be a reason and science roll.
Okay, 11, 14. Seven and oops. Got a 7, and then the other one went underneath someone's picture. So I did get 1 success.
Well, roll me another die, please.
It's a 13 and a 7, so
Okay.
is that what you thought?
Does that work?
Yeah, it's in the text log, yeah.
Yes, because I had reason and science 14, so 2 successes.
All right. You manage to capture it, and you capture the picture. It was a tough try, but you managed to do it. Moving
Okay.
along. Let's see here.
Was he looking that up? Data's Head, can you remind me of who you're playing?
Oh, Drava, the. Let me see. I don't see him there. I mean, he's the. Oh, there he is. Okay, the gray Bajoran dude with the gray sort of outfit.
Subtle fallback as we're moving along after that towards Devara, and we'll make a brief comment along the lines of, "That was a better. Well done. Do you have any experience with wildlife photography?"
Not terribly so, but I do like to fiddle around with equipment.
Oh,
So,
I was wondering if you had. Yes, I am very limited when it comes to wildlife photography. I'm more stalking them rather than capturing them. Sport rather than science, but nonetheless, you do learn a certain respect for the creature, and you learn to understand their ways. And I can appreciate some of the things that are done in wildlife photography. And he says with a slightly lowered voice, and I think one of the things you're not supposed to do in wildlife photography is handle the animals. But alas.
All right, so moving along, we find the foothills. I need to give everybody a reason or insight and science or medical roll.
What's the difficulty?
The difficulty is going to be 2.
Okay. Weapon specialism, so I'll just roll neat.
I definitely got a 2. I 100%
So far we've
got
got
a 2.
2 people who made the roll, but with no additional momentum.
Yeah.
Yep. Me and Mac both got 2 successes. Looks like Vilo and Edgeford got 1 success.
Any complications? Because we can't see.
No complications. I would let you
Nope.
know if we did.
Okay, cool. So, you find a purple algae with a mantis-like insect flying around the algae. Do you want to scan or try to take some?
Scan first.
Give me a insight, medicine, or science check.
I did science and I got 2.
2 successes.
Yep.
Well, you find out that it is a purple algae with a mantis-like insect flying around it. But this mantis-like insect has a symbiotic nature to it. Along with the algae, it kind of encompasses the area that you're directly in.
He goes, Philo, take a photo.
Absolutely. I say that with confidence.
Since Data's out doing something, I'm just gonna say me and his character kind of go off to the side and just look at some random trees silently.
It's
Fair
inside
enough.
science. I can't. Inside science, right? Not engineering, right?
Yeah, insight science or medical.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not good at either. Oh wait, look at that. 2 successes. I was amazed, everybody.
So that's 4 successes so
Or
far.
just 2. Oh, I was taking 2 for the camera. So I have 2 successes for the camera. At least that part, anyway.
Oh, that was for the camera. Okay, so you get a picture, and it's at the chat. So if you want to take a look at it,
Yeah.
that's You were not able to get a picture of the insect, though, because it's flying about too fast.
Can't get a
Does-
shot of the insect. Somebody wants to stun it or something. I think it's such a good idea, though.
No, he goes,
Does
no.
does the holo camera have a film setting rather than just a standard snapshot setting?
It does.
Okay, Soth will recommend you might do better by setting it up to film the area, waiting until the mantis flies through the lens, and then picking out the appropriate frames when we get back.
Yeah.
Ah,
That would
sure.
be another insight and science check.
Almost,
Difficulty is going to be 3.
You got a 4.
all right, yeah, we have 4 successes. Today's my lucky day. It usually isn't my thing. I think I figured it out, though.
You managed to capture the insect, and I'm going to show it to you now.
Super proud of himself. He shows everybody. Check it out. Look at this. What I got here. Hey, you
So,
saw it.
as the scans and pictures determine, this is a symbiotic relationship between fungus and an insect. The insect is an insect. The fungus is a fungus. The fungus, however, tends to be making a plume. It's not very palatable for most, especially Valar, as she senses a really bad odor. And Valar would like to move forward. What would you like to do?
Seems like we've got what we can from this site, so Soth would have no objection to moving forward. And if we do, he'll sort of call over his shoulder at the other two. So come on, don't get left behind.
Yep.
Oh no, we're gonna get left behind. You can see I'm like slowly walking backwards. No, he catches up with you.
Does anybody want to try to take a sample of it?
Yeah.
All right, give me a reason and either science or medicine.
I got 1.
You realize that this substance that you're seeing, this purple goo, it has an intoxicating effect. However, you touched it, and now that is going to be... Oh, wait, you have that thing, right? Where you're sensing stuff. Oh, you're intoxicated.
So you're caffeinated and intoxicated. Good job.
Yep.
he goes, and that is my mom, my dad.
Not that intoxicated, because you have caffeine.
Heinz is gonna turn to I'm gonna say whoever's closer to him, Edgeford, Carava, or Vilo, and be like, should we ask the instructors if we can take Johnson back to camp? I don't know if he's gonna make it 2 days out here.
He seems to experience the worst of it. I don't know. Maybe there's a medic. Yeah, I just figured out the camera. Somebody else might figure that out. I'm just saying.
I am the medical
unqualified.
instructor.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot the instructor was the medical cadet or medical instructor. What were you gonna say, Carava?
And that's a good.
Okay, so
I'm becoming,
sorry, what was that, Saul?
yeah, no, I am becoming concerned by Dwight's behaviour. It's, I do think it would be wise to bring this to the attention of the instructor.
Okay, assuming that nobody else wants to do it, Heinz is gonna go to Lieutenant Villar and say, Lieutenant Instructor, I think our resident synthetic humanoid is going insane, based on the hallucinogens that we have just discovered, as well as the caffeinated tree back there. I'm not sure if it's the nature of Johnson's physiology or the nature of this environment, but they don't seem to interact well together. I was wondering if maybe we should take Johnson back.
Well, I do have a solve that I can rub on the android. However, I do not think it will work. But I will give it a shot.
All right.
Give me one second. I succeed. So I'm going to give Mac a hypo spray or like a solve to rub on the affected areas, and with time it will work. But for now, she's still caffeinated, still kind of tripping balls.
Okay. I think Hines is gonna stay like further away from Johnson than usual, just in case Johnson flips out and starts ripping out tree trunks and goes crazy. So
My character would walk up to the intoxicated one and remove the phaser from the holster, be like, "I'll take this."
good point.
All right. As moving forward, we are at the foothills. We need to go up, and we need to go about. It is a very treacherous terrain, so I would suggest everybody be on tip-top shape.
Tip top. He goes, giggling at it.
Yeah, Hines is gonna stay as further back as possible and kind of watch how the others manage their way up this hill first.
Soth is going to, probably in an overestimation of his own abilities, deliberately fall back to the back. But in his mind, it's not, oh, I'm lagging behind. In his mind, it's, I'm helping other people. People who are straggling. By being in the back, I can make sure everyone else is okay, is his thought.
I was just trying to get the camera working and kind of gloats a bit and keeps his scanner on passive scanning the survey. I mean, the terrain.
You all notice a change in atmosphere. It's becoming a little bit more warmer. The trees are starting to fade back. And you are on the edge of a cliff. But you have somewhat of a animal trail. And Instructor Villar says, "It is lunchtime. Please stop what you are doing and sit. We need to rest for the journey ahead."
But before we sit, the animal trail, do we recognize it from any of the other animals we've previously seen, or is this a completely unknown animal trail?
This seems to be a trail that is animals that we have seen, but animals that we have not seen yet.
So, in other words, it's a game trail.
Yes.
Okay, Soth will note that and bring it to the attention of the party, and suggest that we actually set up just like a little off to the side and not immediately on the game trail. But other than that, yeah. So in a position where we can observe but wouldn't startle things.
Yeah. You are pretty much under growth of like a tree that you can't see because it's on the top of the mountain. But there is a place for you guys to sit. There is like a rock that you can all sit on. It's a small flat rock, kind of like a table.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
think.
when that happens, carry on.
No, I was just gonna say Heinz sits as usual away from others and starts like eating his food viciously, like it just murdered his parents or something.
Alice sounds
Soft,
eating, but keeps reviewing the fine job he did on the camera. He's excited.
Soft
This
is
is definitely
definitely
a time. Go ahead.
yeah, Soth is definitely starting to struggle. Not in terms of outright physical unfitness or anything along those lines, but he's an Andorian and this is hot. However, he won't like buckle to it. He won't bow to it. He won't ask for help or anything along those lines. Like he has to be really bad before he starts complaining. Because he's very much aware that I don't care if I'm an Andorian. Starfleet demands that I be fit to serve in all environments. So yeah, he'll just be muscling through, but he's feeling a little uncomfortable now in this climbing heat.
My instructor character, what was it you were tearing into, Infamous?
Probably like whatever academy ration bag that they would give to everybody, before they go out on a, like an MRE or something. Basically, he didn't eat breakfast because he doesn't eat breakfast, so that means when lunch comes, he's really hungry, and so he just tears into whatever MRE he was issued.
Slow down or you'll choke.
he 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 uh he literally starts chewing slower when you say that, and he looks up at you and is like, "Yeah, sure."
Okay, then he would walk away.
You,
Oops, sorry.
you just see DJ just eating.
Carava will go and sit down next to Soft and ask, how are you feeling? You okay?
Oh, I'm quite well, Karava, quite well. Can't complain. How are you holding up?
Yeah, well enough.
You just hear from
Excellent.
across this stone table with his mouth full. You hear Heinz say, "Go Andorians hate the heat."
He'll put on a bit of a smile and look over at Heinz when he says that, and says, "Well, we're certainly not built for it. That's true, but well, it's my job to be able to work in every environment, and I'm going to do that without complaint. Can't go around suffering just on a little trail like this. It'll take more than a bit of sun to do me in." But yeah, there is certainly a degree of front to that. So no, Graver, I hope you were perfectly fine after last night's disturbances.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel better now. With the whole uh wolf attack, wolf creature attack thing.
Oh, well, despite things, you certainly did a very good job there, and you'd certainly have no reason to be afraid of anything out here after your performance yesterday.
She'll smile and look like she's not like low level, just frightened of the area.
So it gives you a bit of a pat on the back. It's kind of like a little empty because it's one of those kinds of scenarios of like, I don't like you, but you did a good thing and that deserves to be acknowledged kind of affair. But nonetheless, he gives Karava a bit of a pat on the back and then returns to eating his meal.
All of a sudden, everybody hears growls. And these growls are coming from up top. But you can't see what's going on. All of a sudden, something falls. This is what it is.
Heinz leaps up when he hears something fall, regardless of what it is, and like drops his food. and sees a goat.
This goat is dead. However, you look up to see glowing eyes in the distance.
How much of the goat has been eaten?
Only the hind legs have been gnawed upon, and the rear end has been gnawed upon as well, but there is a big chunk missing out of the rear end.
Okay. So we probably disturbed a meal. That's fine. Well,
My
Sothel-
instructor pulls his weapon.
yeah,
Hi-
Soth does the same thing.
Heinz pulls a
Yeah, Cravo will
tricorder.
do the same.
Heinz tries to scan whatever it is up there that we can only see their eyes to see if he can
All right,
see if
Heinz,
it's the
give
predator.
me a reason or a reason, insight, or science or medicine.
Do we have any momentum, guys?
Yeah, we've got it's either 4
Yeah.
or 5. Let me check. 4.
Okay, I'm gonna spend one because I think it's better to know if this is a vicious killer versus a harmless creature that happened to trip over somebody else's food. I got 4 successes.
You realize that it's the wolves from before. However, there's only 3 that you can see. These wolves are very hungry and bloodthirsty. You can hear their howls in the background. Hold on a second. Let me see. Background. Oh, you notice that one of them has a chunk of meat in its mouth as it runs away.
Alright.
It's the wolves, guys, but one of them ran away. It's noon, so hopefully they're full up on lunch and they're not going to come after us. And what do? We don't know these creatures well enough to be able to predict their behavior.
You make a good point, but there are some certain common sense things we can do. We should gather our stuff and leave this body undisturbed. Hopefully they'll return once we've left and maybe changed our route. And maybe this goat will satisfy them. Certainly we don't want to put them off this meal by fiddling with it.
Who's got the camera?
Oh, that is.
Would you like to take a picture of the goat?
Oh, yeah, good call. I thought that. Yeah, of course. Yeah, that was half eaten. Yeah.
No, it just got a chunk out of its butt and a little
Oh.
bit of gnawing on the legs.
Oh, okay.
Basically, the good parts of an animal.
Holodeck program will be very confused when trying to reconstruct it.
Something's wrong with this camera again. I mean, I got it, but not the best. Not my best work. One success.
And DJ assist. Okay.
Yes.
Guys, you're doing it all wrong.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me. Probably. You want to try?
And he helps you by pointing out the problems, and then it's like, you're supposed to do this and this and this. He's got 1 success. So that goes to 2 successes.
And while they're
Does he
fiddling
get it?
with a camera, Heinz is quickly backing away from the situation.
Yeah, Crawford's making sure that she's between like the Starfleet cadets who aren't security personnel and the wolves, just in case, kind of thing.
Question for the GM: what was the difficulty of the scan roll? Just so I can calculate momentum.
It's a 2.
Okay. Just 5. As he sees Heinz attempting to back away, Soth will say, "No, stay with us, Heinz."
But they're up there. They're going to jump down while you guys are taking a picture of a dead thing.
We are
It
going
was
to
a
back
30
away.
foot fall.
Oh, it's cool though. I got a camera. I can take a picture of them as they jump down. What? Gotta fix.
Well,
Going
make
to
sure the
back away
video's on.
together.
That way you can do it in slow motion.
Basically, you just see DJ just flip it over to record.
Well, Heinz is still like frantically looking around, trying to see like if there's any ledges that they can climb down towards us. Because he saw one leave, but there's still two others, and it only takes one to kill you.
No, they all left.
Oh, okay. Well, still, they could come back. He's still kind of paranoid, I think.
Fair enough.
Well,
Um,
with the photograph
does
taken, Soth
anybody-
will encourage. Oh, carry on.
No, go ahead, Edgeworth.
With the photograph taken, Soth is going to encourage the team. Okay, now we'll back away together, remain as a group, keep looking in all directions, and we'll change our course to go. And he'll gesture in a direction that appears appropriate. That'll hopefully take them clear of the wolves' territory, or at least confuse the scent.
Unfortunately, there's only one way up. The mountain ahead has only one game trail. You would have to either climb where the wolves are or go up the hill.
Out of account, if the only way forward is through, Soth is definitely going to do that, and you go up the hill.
Okay. You can't see the wolves anymore. They kind of just fled. The remaining one, I think that's what it was. Yeah. According to my note.
As we're walking probably for the first time in a while, in at least a day, Heinz is in the middle of the group. He's like, I'm not going to be the first one eaten.
As you guys travel along the hill, you notice a cave to the left-hand side. Before the cave, you notice a plant that you've never seen, and I'm going to be posting it.
Violet runs out of too. Take a picture of it. Got this camera thing down.
Would you like to scan or pick it up, or what would you like to do?
Scan it.
I was going to take a picture and miss it entirely. Got 2 failures.
So, give me a scan check, which is going to be insight and science.
I got 2.
You recognize it as basically a banana. This plant is a cactus, but it grows fruit very similar to a banana. There's no insects around, there's nothing guarding it. What would you like to do?
Is there any of these fruit on there?
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna
well-
pick one off.
He's going to
And
eat
peel
it,
it
and
back.
then he's going to get high or something.
But before
No.
you eat
He's
it, I'm gonna ask before you eat it. If you accidentally eat poison, would you actually die or something?
I don't know.
This is,
Uh,
he's
maybe-
only been alive
maybe-
like a half a year.
Maybe don't eat this, and we'll save some scan. We'll save some for later.
He bites it.
Nothing happens. It's just flavorful like a banana. Almost a little bit tart, but definitely banana-like.
You know, he's like, "Do you want some? It's very delicious."
No, I'm okay.
It's like a banana. It's a human fruit.
Heinz is gonna. He's kind of curious, actually, mainly because I am. But he's gonna walk up and say, "Screw it, I'll try it," and he'll take like a tiny piece off of yours, and just throw it down his gullet.
It's a little tart, but it's definitely like a banana.
This would make like a really good pie or jam or something like that, but I wouldn't eat one of these things like as it is.
He just eats the rest of what he picked up, what he has in his hand.
Unless you're an android.
But he'll take some of the fruit off. He'll make sure he'll grab the camera off Philo and take a picture.
He asks, hey Johnson, can you taste things, or is it just a bunch of data that gets processed in your brain?
I don't know.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how my brain does it.
Okay. I should have not expected that answer.
But he would say, "Oh, it's weird. I can actually taste things."
That's good, I guess.
Anyway,
I might want to I might take a closer look at Dwight. This looked like try and understand how Dwight was sort of put together, I guess. Because say like how Dwight can taste things.
Do you want to scan him, or are you just asking him?
I want to scan. I'll ask while I'm scanning.
Oh, okay. Out of since me and Mac put the character together, I don't think your scans are going to come back with anything useful. It's basically going to tell you like this most basic thing, like it's an android, but then it's going to be like scan is messed up due to interference from the gem that's in his head. So you're probably not going to get much information.
I'll ask. Oh, I was gonna say I'll ask Dwight as well. I'll just ask. Do you have the schematics of how your android body was designed?
they didn't give it to me.
I was gonna ask at this time period. Would android bodies be like would their schematics and stuff be sort of publicly available,
I
or would
think
they still be?
I think if he was a Sung type android, like Data, then probably. But his body is nothing like a Sung type android. His body was basically invented by Starfleet intelligence specifically to house the brain of an alien entity from another dimension. So it's basically like you trying to scan a queue and trying to understand them. Like it's not gonna happen.
Okay.
Yep. It's pretty much like he's being contained into this android because if you hooked him up to like a system like in a starship, he could easily take control of the starship or the holodeck. So he's actually contained to an android, making it a lot easier for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah. And it has happened.
Moving along, the path that you chose, do you want to climb or do you want to just take the path?
I vote for the path because the path of least resistance is always the best path.
I agree with Haynes.
Heinz.
I vote
Okay,
for path
Haynes.
Sounds good to me.
Hallelujah, he said my name right.
All right, as you guys are moving along the trail, you notice that there is something amiss. You smell some kind of... It smells like alcohol.
Oh god, now Johnson's gonna get drunk too.
Do you pursue forward, or would you like to go back down?
Someone should scan. I guess I'll scan. You want to scan too, Johnson?
Yeah, to find out where it's coming from.
Yeah, and what it is, if it's a plant or a dead person rotting.
I got 1, but I don't know about.
I got 2
It was a
successes.
1. It was a 1.
Okay, so we get a momentum.
Okay.
How many momentum was that?
Just 1. We got a total of 3 successes. I got 2 and Matt got 1.
All right, so you find a cactus, and this cactus is very, very, very tall. It has very, very large seeds. However, this cactus is a little bit off because it smells like alcohol. Like, legitimately, it smells like somebody just shit out a whole bag of alcohol. Like, here's alcohol.
I'm gonna suggest
Oh,
I'm
sorry.
gonna suggest people not drink or anything because there's like wolves around.
Well, I'm not. I don't know what Johnson's gonna do, but I'm not gonna drink it. I'm just gonna catalog it for later. Is this alcoholic cactus something that would be edible if someone did consume it, or is it like
It is
poisonous?
It is not edible, but the liquid that it produces is very pure alcohol. Like, it could be used as a stringent or a cleaning thing.
Oh, nice, interesting. Okay.
I try to take a picture of it real quick.
So
You think you could
He's
take a
gonna
And
picture
press-
of a stationary plant?
Yeah,
it
yeah.
can-
I gotta catalog all the flora and fauna.
record. He hits the record button.
Hey! I know how to do this. Okay, I got 2 successes. I'm assuming I got it.
You come across this cactus. It has very large seeds and it grows very tall. This plant produces alcohol, and the alcohol is the purest alcohol that is. 195 proof, I suppose.
That is pretty alcoholic. At least we got a good picture of it.
Check it out.
Nice.
You could get slightly drunk off of that just by letting its vapors touch your eyes.
Yep. Soaks into your pores, and then you just like pass out.
I was gonna say just physical contact with the vapors could be deadly.
Yeah, we do not want to be near this thing.
Is there a way to
No, it's not.
walk around it without going
Yes.
near it?
It
The
is in
pure
front of
alcohol
you.
is-
It is in front of you, but you come across the cave, and the cave has an entrance to the other side. You realize this because you're peeping around. Do you want to go inside the cave or try to cut down the alcohol tree?
Well, I think we should check out the cave, but I think our security people should definitely need to make sure there's nothing that can kill us in the cave or near the cave first.
Soth will definitely volunteer to go in. This wasn't on the route map, but he'll definitely volunteer.
All right, give me a control and medicine check.
Scouting out a cave?
Trust me, it'll make sense.
Okay. What's the difficulty?
1.
Okay, I'll roll neat. Actually, no, I'll consume 1 momentum. I consumed 1, earned 2 with 3 successes.
Okay, inside the cave, that you know that there is a mammalian species, almost like a bee, hive-like minded. Also, hold on a second. Oh, also, the cave has a grass. This grass is edible, however, it needs to be broken down. Inside the cave, you also notice that there is a small jellyfish that is crawling around the grass.
Yeah, Heinz ain't going nowhere near that cave.
Okay, so we've got edible grass, a jellyfish out of water that's flopping around on the grass, but presumably with its tentacles, and a swarm of bee-like creatures. Is that accurate?
Yes, it is. I'm getting the pictures up right now.
Is everyone in the cave? Just a security.
Oh yeah, as a security, I'm gonna suggest maybe don't go in the cave. Maybe just study it from afar.
Yes. Yeah, certainly bring the camera up, but otherwise we're going to have to find a way around that cactus tree, which we can do, but it'll have to be at quite a distance.
Would you like me to try to get a picture of the? What did you say you found? A jellyfish? A jellyfish?
Jellyfish, grass, and a bunch of bee-like creatures. Please, have at it.
Oh, that's my time to shine. If I take a picture, I got 2 successes.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. I have 2 successes for taking pictures of the grass and the jellyfish.
Yeah, you notice the grass is definitely edible, but it has to be cooked properly. The jellyfish you scan has a toxic effect, so if it decides to bite you, you will be paralyzed. That is what you find.
Cool.
As far as the mammalian species, it's too far away for you to scan.
Okay. What happened?
Well, if there's nothing further, the pictures having been successfully taken, Sothel back away and turn to Heinz. And say, Heinz, how, from your scans and your understanding of the unnatural amount of alcohol in that thing, how badly do you think it'll burn, and how far off do you think we're going to need to be if we were to apply a phaser to it safely?
Are you asking me how to shoot a alcoholic cactus?
I'm asking you how to shoot it safely. From your scans, roughly how far away do you think we're going to need to be, or remove other flammable materials to stop a forest fire?
Oof. Well, do I need to roll for that, or can I just come up with some random bullshit off the top of my head?
Random bullshit?
Okay. He's gonna say, well, considering he's gonna pull out his tricorder and just tap it a bit. Considering alcoholic, carry the 4. Well, we're definitely going to need to be at least 70 yards away from the cactus itself. We're gonna need to make sure that there's nothing around it within a 10-foot radius that's flammable. So pretty much impossible unless you want to pick up all the leaves around it and in a hazmat suit.
Lieutenant Falar chimes in. You are absolutely right. We must go through the cave and try to find another exit.
Imagining Heinz is cursing the cave he just talked himself into.
Yeah, I don't think he realized what you were asking when you said what would it take to shoot the cactus blocking the other path. So he's.
Would you like to try to take scans of the cactus, or not scans, but a sample, or?
I think this one we better leave alone until we come back up here with proper equipment.
Yeah.
We go near that thing, we're dead.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, it'll be
I'm
here.
gonna need everybody to give me a fitness and security check.
What's the difficulty?
It is gonna be 1. Oh, I rolled terribly.
Well, rolling terribly is the best.
I would like to spend the
Yeah, for you
momentum.
guys.
I would like
I'll
to
consume 1 momentum.
spend. Yeah.
I'll spend 1 momentum to re-roll that 1.
Okay.
To re-roll that 0. The complication.
And it was difficulty 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
My character failed
7,
so bad he probably
6.
fell off the mountain.
Okay, so that
How-
currently takes us up to 8 normal and 2 bonus momentum.
How
Okay,
did
Infamous. What did you roll?
I just got 3 zeros, 3 failures.
Okay, so instead of going for the cave, you trip and knock into the cactus that has alcohol.
Oh dear. I'm assuming as soon as I get close to it, I start to feel woozy, and as I
No, you didn't ingest it. Alcohol doesn't work that way.
okay, so as soon as I bump into it, then I guess I just, you know,
You're covered in alcohol, and basically this cactus, you're gonna get up. You're gonna have a little bit of like spikes inside of you, but it's not gonna be super bad. It's gonna sting a little bit, but it's not bad.
I would like to correct you. It is possible to inhale alcohol. There was a fad where you could vape it for a time, but it was dangerous.
Yeah, we're not doing that though. It's not vaping. It's just he got covered in like slimy alcohol, basically from a.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
It's-
yeah.
yeah.
That I agree with.
it's alien alcohol.
Carver will pull out the cactus spikes from Heinz.
All right, give me a daring and medicine check.
If only we had a medical.
Besides me,
What'd you get, Karava?
I got 2 1s.
So 2 successes. Good.
Yep.
I'll help. I'll
I'm back.
pull it out too.
I had 2 successes as well.
Okay.
awesome. 4 successes so far.
Heinz, you okay?
I mean, I have no idea because I don't know what this plant's capable of, but I do know that I should be fine. I kind of want to change my jacket, but other than that, I think I'm good.
So you guys are going towards the cave, right? Sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
I'm like face palm because I'm like I got a worse security and fitness than Haynes. Like DJ's just face palms like I'm supposed to trip over and hit stuff, not Haynes.
He's gonna look over at you as you facepalm like, hey, I don't wanna hear it. You're a freaking android. Doesn't matter if you trip and fall down a fucking cliff. Well, you'll just be put back together and everything's fine. And he just continues into the cave.
As you guys are falling inside the cave, you notice a little bit of sunlight on the opposite side, going the mountainside. The mountainside is a bit of higher elevation. Hold on a second. Higher elevation, and has oh, the banana inquisitive. Like, why are you here? There is the grass that you guys can check. There also is the apes that you can try to scan before you exit the cave. So if you want to do that, now is the prevalent time.
Yeah, I think we
Scanning
should do that.
the apes.
Yeah, me too. I'll assist.
All right, Mac. Give me a insight and medicine check, or
I
science.
did. I did science. Basically, we got 3 successes, and someone critically failed.
Who was the critic fail?
Uh
That would be Drava, the new Bajoran, I think.
No, I had a 1 and a 6.
oh. I saw a 20. Well, who's the 20?
Yeah, who rolled the 20?
No,
Yeah.
I think I just accidentally did that.
Oh.
Sorry. I was trying to see because all of you have really cool Star Trek looking rolling things, and mine
It's not doing that?
rolls.
Yours
No,
is.
it just
But you're
Hardship.
typing directly into the field, aren't you?
Yeah, he
I'm
is.
clicking.
Yeah.
I might be. I'm clicking I'm clicking the dice roller. And,
Right. Yeah. You're not rolling off the sheet, which explains how that's happening. Do you? I mean, it'll take a bit. Do you have a character sheet assigned to you?
I have a character sheet. It's in here.
Yeah. If you select the appropriate fields, such as say fitness and security from the front page,
Uh-huh.
and then you see the dice roller, have the complication range at 1 unless told otherwise. Then the bit
Yeah,
there
it's
that
1.
says task roll, select the number of dice you want to be rolling. It's almost always going to be 2. And then click the topmost of those 2 Starfleet com badges, and it'll roll it, and it'll roll it with the fancy Star Trek LCARS display. There you go.
Sweet. Thank you.
So, how many successes and how many failures, please?
It's just 3 successes.
No failures?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. So, you guys notice that the jellyfish is kind of running away from the infamous. They don't like it. So, if you guys are close together, you're probably safe. So, you notice this. Would you like to take any pictures? Would you like to scan? Would you like to try to take samples? Now is the good time.
Oh, I want to take some pictures.
Yeah, someone should take some. I'll take some samples of the grass. Do we have like a container or something that can grab one of those jellyfishes safely?
Yeah, somebody had brought containers. I think it was Mac.
Yes.
Maybe?
Okay.
Yes.
Assuming they're land-based jellyfishes because they're on land, I guess we don't have to worry about like water or anything. So, yeah, just make sure it can breathe in there and grab it, and I'll grab the grass.
I believe I have the
Did you
picture.
grab the jellyfish?
Yep.
Infamous.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the grass, and Mac is grabbing the jellyfish. Because if it stings Mac, he ain't gonna die.
Hold on, Mac. You gotta give me a daring and security check.
Because he's an android, can I say control?
Yes, control would work just fine.
You might want to get one of the security officers to help you as well. Security cadets.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the jellyfish is going to be a bit more dangerous than some grass.
And just a little bit.
Well,
I'm gonna
Soth is
use-
very aware that this thing has been described as venomous, and he doesn't have like dangerous material handling gloves on him. So what he will do is he'll
Use 3
set
momentum.
hang on. He'll sort of set the trap up in such a way as that it's not going to be touching him, because that could kill him.
Yeah.
What's the difficulty?
Well, is it Mac rolling?
Yeah, Mac needs to
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
I need I'm gonna spend 3 momentum to roll.
Do we have that, Evtrid?
Yeah. We're at 8. We're at max.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
I'll roll
Oh,
the
I'm gonna
assist.
re-roll that.
Ye.
I hope you don't mind. I'm re-rolling
No, go ahead.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kind of have to.
Yeah. So I got 2.
Do we want to get Karava to assist?
Yeah. What am I? Is this thing grabbing jellyfish?
Yeah, daring security.
Daring.
I'm over here
Okay.
being brave, trying to grab some
Before
grass.
before I grab it as well, I'm gonna make sure to wear gloves. Uh. Oh, should I re-roll that?
You
Yeah.
can because we have, or you guys have more momentum.
Yeah,
It's not so much that; it's that he accidentally rolled 2 dice.
either way, either way, it's only 2 successes.
Yeah, 2 successes.
Any failures?
No.
No, no
So I
critical
re-rolled
failures.
the fail. I,
Right.
I re-rolled the critical fail. I did say that.
Awesome. So, the hold on a second. The jellyfish seems to scatter away from you. Well, more away from the infamous. He's covered in something that they do not like, and you all realize this.
Oh, the alcohol.
Oh. You're making my job harder.
All right,
Thanks.
I'll go. Okay. I am gonna go to the other side of the cave where these jellyfish are not located, and then I'm gonna grab grass there, and you can pick up these abominations over there, and then I'll walk to basically the other end of the cave, basically the exit that we're trying to get to.
Yep.
Okay.
As because we got the Haynes thing again. As Soth is attempting to help Dwight with the capture bit, he is going to have a slight word with Dwight, but only after we've either given up trying to catch the jellyfish or we have successfully caught it. He is going to have a word.
Yeah. He's gonna try it again.
Okay. Give me another roll. The same.
I got 2.
In my mind,
Anyone want to help?
Assist, which is 1.
in my mind, I just see like
Okay.
3 people running around on the carpet of grass trying to catch this one jellyfish, and it's just escaping every time.
Pretty much.
4 successes.
You manage to catch it. However, it renders you prone.
You just see DJ go plump.
He just trips over
Pretty much.
the trap.
You have it steadily in your hands because you're an android and you won't let go. However, it has knocked you prone.
It was being shepherded into a container.
Anyone want to volunteer?
Put it into the container.
Oh yeah, Carver will do that.
You're wearing gloves?
I make sure to wear gloves. It's a jellyfish.
All right. Give me a control and science.
My best ones. Oh, haha.
You're lucky that DJ just got it in his hand, so you can take it.
I got 2 successes.
Okay. So you successfully put it inside the container. It's trying to get out, but it's not very strong. You realize that it's very weak, and you can't do nothing about it.
Okay. Does it look distressed about being in the container?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
Oh, does it look distressed about being in the container?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I'm gonna say should we just scan it and just release it? I don't think it wants to be in the container.
Are you talking to Valar or are you talking to the cadets?
To the cadets. Maybe both, I guess. I'll ask Valar first, I guess. I'll just ask Valar. Yeah.
Well, we are here to catalog everything that we come across. So maybe it is a very good idea that we take this with us. I will do further scans upon our arrival at the destination.
You ask, is DJ out of the paralysis?
Infamous, do you want to try to pick Mac up real quick?
I'm probably the furthest person away from Mac, but I will if nobody else is around. Yeah, what's that, like a fitness and security or something?
It is a fitness and medicine check.
Alright, who wants to help?
No, because they're covered in paralysis juice.
Oh,
I don't have
it was paralysis juice? I thought it was like he tripped over it or something.
at least.
Okay, yeah, I guess it's just me then. My character was probably not paying attention and just walked over and like, what are you guys doing? And then picked up this android that's been paralyzed. So let's see, fitness and medicine. Obviously, I'm gonna spend some momentum. I'm assuming we have at least one.
We've got 4.
I've got 3 successes.
You pick up Mac, and Mac becomes instantly revitalized. The alcohol, you realize, is a counter agent to the venom from the thing.
Oh, nice.
He goes, wait, I was paralysis. Alcohol.
I mean, that's probably why they don't like me, because they know I'm a drunkard. I mean, they know that I have alcohol all over me, so they probably, you know.
Do you have the grass?
Do I have the grass?
Yes, you do.
Okay, then yeah, I have the grass.
He goes, it's going to have alcohol in it. I won't like it.
Not the grass. The
You forget
alcohol's
about-
on me.
It's on you, which you picked up with your hands, the grass.
And yes, you did.
Okay. So what's your point, Johnson?
He picks up a piece of grass and actually puts a clean, fresh one in there because he knows that one's going to have alcohol in it.
Are you? Oh, you're putting the grass in the cage with the jellyfish. I thought you were trying to put it in my pocket or something. I was like, what in the world are you talking about?
Because he realized that the one that Haynes has, it has alcohol in it.
Well, as soon as I pick you
He
up,
says-
I head back towards the other side of the cave. I'm not sticking around to see what happens to the jellyfish.
So what
So for-
happens with the jellyfish?
I was going to ask, the jellyfish, are the other jellyfish, do they seem upset about their friend going missing, being taken?
No, they do not.
What happens when the jellyfish gets the grass?
The jellyfish feeds on the grass, but that is it.
Hey,
Is it happy?
I've got to go in like 10 minutes, or I've got to go for like 10 minutes. I can be back in 10 minutes, but if you guys are, like, if we're almost done, then,
Yeah, there's only like 3 more things that we need to do, and then we'll be done for the day.
okay. I'll be back in 10 minutes then.
Durlock, before you go, can I get a what is it? Security and insight check?
Sure thing.
Let me know what it is, because I can't see the roll.
Two. I got 2 successes.
You've got 2 successes. You notice that the jellyfish is being docile. It can't move or anything like that, so it is totally docile.
I would say as long as you avoid that jellyfish, it won't hurt you. It seems to be very docile at the moment.
Not the best that
He's
we can
gonna
hope for something that we've snapped up unexpectedly, but well, you can't expect any creature to be happy under those scenarios.
he's carrying the boxes, so it's so you guys don't have to worry.
Yes, they are all safe, says Valar.
As we're moving on, Soth will fall back in the group next to Dwight and say, Dwight, look, I know you probably think it's all fun and games, but you really need to stop calling Heinz Haynes. It's bad for morale. He's not in a particularly good place. It's not going to earn earn you any friends, and it's rude.
I'm back. I can stay for a bit longer. Just so y'all know, out of character, I don't mind anyone calling him Haynes. I don't care.
Oh yeah, out of character, no.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure an argument hadn't started over it.
Yeah.
Nope.
He seems like he's like, I'm still getting used to calling him that. I'm sorry, I've only been alive for 6 months.
Part of that sentence in that whole "I've only been alive for 6 months" annoys Soth in a different way, but it's not a way that he in any way expresses or discusses at the moment. And he'll say, "Well, I appreciate that this is a learning curve for you. Hopefully, this won't be an issue at all into the future, but I can tell it's getting on his nerves to the point where it's beyond a joke. I'm sure if you explain to him what you explained to me, it'll all be fine. But I did want to say something before it got out of hand."
Yep.
With that, he'll just give you a nod and step away and get back to business.
Yeah.
So, you guys decide to leave the cave. It is going upwards, and you might need a little bit of climbing gear. I'm sure that you have all prepared and brought them.
Yeah, there's enough hacks.
Yep.
We need to go upwards to the plateau. We need to set up base camp and make sure that we are all protected. We will be going in shifts. 2 will stay awake, the rest will stay asleep. If that is a problem, you may stay awake. However, we need to be diligent and make sure that we all make it back.
Out of character, since you were talking about people effectively sleeping whilst waiting for other people to complete a climb, how large is this climb, and where are the sleeping points, and is this a sheer cliff? What are we dealing with here?
It is a sheer cliff. However, it's probably about 25 feet upwards, and you're all going to have to climb.
Oh, okay, so we're sleeping after we climb, not... Okay, cool.
Not while we climb, because that would be dangerous.
Well, yeah, no, the way you were talking about going in shifts and sleeping, I thought it was one of those huge things where you then hammer a tent into the side of the cliff and sleep on that kind of affair. I thought that we were talking Everest.
I've seen people do that. I've seen people do that. It's weird.
I wouldn't do it. You couldn't pay me enough. I'm afraid of heights.
I'm not afraid of heights, but I'm just not an idiot. I'm not gonna sleep on the side of a cave or a cliff. So who's going first? Heinz looks around, specifically probably at Karava and Soth, because they're probably the most athletic of the group.
Soth will certainly volunteer.
Yeah, Krav will volunteer as well.
Karava, Soth, please make way for our journey upward. Please make note that our ropes will only guide us so far. So please be diligent.
I'm going to spend 2 momentum to get 2 dice.
Nice.
How much momentum do we have, Edward?
We have 3.
Oh, I'll just spend 1 to get 1 dice.
Yeah, I'm going to do the same. What is the difficulty, though?
The difficulty is going to be 3.
All right. I am going to, since this could, I mean, it's 25 feet. That's high enough to kill you if you fall off of it. So I'm going to take probably citation of sweat saves blood, maybe, as a value to spend a determination and get 2 successes on that roll.
Yep.
I think I might have something. I have physical fitness award once per session. Gain a bonus momentum for okay. Alright.
Suddenly been snapped to my notes page.
Sorry. Sorry, I was reading what you were talking about, which I didn't find, by the way.
Sweat saves blood. It's in the values.
Values. Okay, I thought I looked there, but maybe I. Oh, sweat saves was. For some reason, I thought you said citation.
So give me a fitness and either security or science check, please.
Yes. Rather than consuming a momentum, I'll give you a threat to roll a 3rd dice. And here we go.
That's going to extend the complication range.
Ooh, speaking of.
Not normally. Okay. 2
Wow.
what exactly?
I think you both failed either way.
I'm fine, but
3 or 4, I guess.
okay.
I don't know.
So that wouldn't have affected the other 2 dice because I used threat to get a 3rd dice. Bold security means I can just re-roll that complication.
Okay.
I get another success. So I've got 5 successes total, and Guy has got 2. Rather, which means I generate 2 momentum, taking us up to 5. But rather consumed once, that takes us up to 4.
Alrighty. You guys successfully climbed the mountain. However, as you guys are reaching the top, you notice that the scape has changed. It's mostly arid desert. There's cactuses. There's animals about.
Okay, that's interesting, but not immediately relevant. What kind of animals are about?
I need scans, and I need either a insight or reason, and either a science or medicine check.
Soth's not going to be scanning or anything at this stage. I'm guessing it's obviously not wolves. Is there anything else that looks as though it could be dangerous or aggressive, like, immediately?
Give me a insight security check.
That's 1 success.
Any failure, critical failure?
There's no critical failure.
Okay. Just 1 success out of 2 die.
Yeah,
I
like
will
a normal
assist, I guess.
normal fail, but that's nothing.
I'll assist.
Yeah, sure.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
you're here.
Okay. I didn't help.
I can't see your rolls, so I have to know.
Oh, 0. Just 0. I failed.
Okay. Is there any critical fails?
Nah.
All right. So you guys climb up the mountain, and you see that there is plant life, but you don't see anything else. You really can't see more than about, I'd say, 30 yards ahead of you.
Is the grass like super tall, or
It's
very
arid
dense?
desert. There is plant life, but it is arid desert.
Very dense.
There is plant life, but it is arid desert.
Okay.
There is arid desert.
Okay.
What you can see, Edford, is I'm going to be putting it in the chat. Just give me a sec.
Be careful, Heinz.
Oh God, not more
Okay.
cactuses. No, my nemesis.
Oh yes, it is your nemesis.
Well, there doesn't appear to be anything immediately dangerous. So
Not
Soth,
necessarily.
yeah. So what, rather than do scans and so forth, which isn't his forte, Soth's going to make sure that the ropes are very secure from this end. Make sure that things have been put in from the top, which makes it easier for the next people to do the climbs. And then he'll just turn and take guard until everybody's up.
I think. Well, Heinz is gonna say, I volunteer. Johnson goes next since Johnson's an android, and like I said before, if he falls, it's okay.
Oh, can I assist in any way?
I suppose you can. Give me a fitness and security check.
Okay, because also, for the when climbing up roll, I have a thing, excellence in physical fitness. This award is once per mission when rolling fitness, character may gain 1 bonus momentum for every 2 successes gained. This momentum must be used in relation to physical fitness, athletics, or acrobatics in the same scene.
So go ahead and shoot.
Yep. So I'm gonna.
And I volunteer Haynes to go up because he's light.
Heinz looks over to
Yeah.
your
So I'm gonna spend
character.
momentum.
You know what? Screw it. I'll go. And he just hammers in the spike and starts throwing the rope up and hauling himself, rappelling up the side of the mountain. And he doesn't even wait for anybody.
Yep.
I got 3 successes.
What is it for, though?
Helping, setting it up so everybody can climb up easier.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what he was rolling for.
Alright, so basically I just need to not make a critical success and I should get up there. But, let's see. You said fitness and security or science, right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna do science because fitness is not that great. Alright, I got 2 successes plus the 3 that, Karava have, so that's 5 total, I guess.
You all climb up the sheer cliff. It is starting to get a little dark, but there is still some sunlight. However, the mission indicates that you need to make a camp to make sure that everybody is safe. Now, it is the role player's decision to make either 2 people go to security positions, or all guys can sleep, but it's up to you.
I think we're gonna go with the first one, but that's just the guess. Now, are you saying 2 people have to stay up all night, or are they gonna do a shifts?
No, shifts.
Oh, okay.
4-hour shifts.
Okay. So yeah, Heinz definitely recommends that, but he's gonna already start making his bed and his not tent, but a sleeping bag. He's already started bedding down.
Soth will volunteer to do that, and he'll further recommend that he and Karava be on different watches as the security cadets.
Would you like to scan any of the plant life that's around us?
Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
DJ
me and
would.
yeah, both of us can do that since we have decent science scores. Does one of us want to assist the other, or are we both gonna make separate rolls? I guess we should make separate rolls.
Yeah,
Uh,
to see what.
I might. How much momentum do we have? 4. I'm gonna spend a momentum to get another dice. I got 3 successes.
Yeah, see.
Mac got 1.
Yeah, that's why
Ouch.
EJ would be talking to you, saying, "Hey, I'm sorry if I call you Haynes. Hines. I've only been
You've only been.
uh, I've been only alive for about 6 months.
I'm well
I
aware.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Where's this coming from? I mean, you just called me Haynes, and that's why I climbed up the cliff face. So, did something change between the time I climbed up and now in the 30 seconds or you know 5 minutes that it's been?
I thought you'll get offended about it.
He kind of sighs. Look, this may come as a total shock to everyone, but I wasn't exactly popular in high school or any of my other curricular activities. I was always picked on and bullied for everything and called different things, including Haynes. I got used to it. I, assumed it was kind of like a just people having fun and wanting to make light of situations, and I wasn't. I learned not to take it too offensively. Um, yeah, I prefer if people call me by my actual name, but I'm not gonna get too bent out of shape if someone decides that they want to call me something different for no real reason. But hey, I can't control what you call me. I can only control how I react to it.
Yeah. I don't think you're unpopular now, so them bullies are. You can laugh them off because you got some cool friends right now.
He chuckles. Yeah, I guess I do. Um, anyway, I'm.
You're better
Your
than them.
scans your scans reveal that there is plenty of cactus around. The circular cactus produces a lot of clean water to drink. The other cactus, which is long and has orange balls, is bitter, but it is a fruit that you can eat.
He holds up the tricorder with Johnson, and then like shows the other cadets and says, "Well, we do have some edible plant life here if we ever get sick of the rations."
Valar says, "Yes, I believe you are right. However, one of the long ones doesn't taste so good as she's munching on some of it."
He just stares at her and then shakes his head and lays down on his sleeping bag.
He just looks at her and goes, "What the heck?" He's like,
Who is going to stay awake? I want to know that right now.
oh, Carava.
Okay, and
Hello, stay awake.
all right. So Karava and Merc are staying awake. Lieutenant Valar says, "Everyone, gather round and please try to sleep tonight. I appreciate all of your hard work. Today has been a wonderful excursion, and I look forward to serving with you eventually. Thank you."
You're welcome, Lieutenant Hines says, but yeah, he's pretty much more or less already bedded down for the night.
Who's Merc's character?
It's Vilo.
Oh, Vilo. What does Vilo look like?
Oh, he's an Orion. He's a helmsman or a con officer.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Camera operator, comm officer.
Oh yeah, from engineering class. He teleported. He teleported something and it kind of went awry.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Yeah.
I'll ask. We weren't. You didn't come on this ship, did you?
Coming. No, I. You mean on this ship? Forgive me.
Like-
Say it again.
Yeah, you came on the second ship.
No, Vilo came with you guys. It was Data's head's
Oh.
character that came on the other ship.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, yeah.
He got resentful, and there was some bad stuff going on, but that wasn't me. Yeah,
Oh yeah. No, it's all right now.
I'm getting the hang of this camera. I should switch jobs. Stand. Got these pictures I got.
There is much more. There is much more to the story, but like with time allotted, I'm not gonna try to pressure anybody into it. But if you would like to continue, then I would totally agree with it.
Well, no-
That's right. We'll just be watching and waiting, I guess.
On an out of character basis, I can't stay much longer. Yeah.
Okay.
We can easily pick it up next session. If that's okay with the.
Speaking of which, I need to talk to Durlock about it because next session is supposed to be Durlock's session. So, honestly, if it depends on, because I don't know what Tolly has planned, but it's up to him if he thinks that it's worth pushing Durlock's game to the next time, then we can do that. But if he thinks that we can just basically get all the information, if it's just the hike and cataloging animals and plants, I think we can get a lot of the information just over messages and stuff, and then put that in the game going forward. But if he has something big planned, like a big wolf attack or something like that, then I don't want to take away from him on that. But I would have to talk to Durlock if that was going to happen.
I do have some things planned, but with time allotted, it's not necessary at this point.
We could also do something where we could do flashbacks and we think back to something that we did and during this episode or whatever, and like remember that time the wolves attacked us while we were on that hiking, and then we can do that, and then you could switch to as a GM and GM like a 20 minutes bit there, and then we could do that again like a later episode. But yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it, because I don't want to push Durlock's game, because we've already pushed Josh's game, and I don't want to keep pushing people's games because that affects other games, and so so just me and Tolly and probably Durlock and maybe Mac. Basically, all the GMs may need to get together. We do have a admin meeting on November, if I remember correctly, November 8th. So that's